Do you think Will Smith is aware that he's just a pawn and a tool in a agenda to fully emasculate men, or is he just buttons are being pressed and he doesn't really know? Because I see a man with a full-blown identity crisis. He was raised with some Christian values. He's gotten involved with a woman that, 20 years ago, whenever they first got together, he's really physically attracted to, and she's talked him out of all of his values. And now he's just at war with himself and has gone haywire. Or do you think he's actually in on the plot and good with the plot and scheme and knows his role and what role he needs to play in order to advance the agenda you're talking about?
Well, I appreciate the framework, because I think an important question of our time, especially for our leaders and people in the public eye, is who's ignorant to it and who's in on it. It's hard for me to tell at this time in our society and with this individual specifically, because I do think he is royalty in Hollywood. He's probably very initiated in certain cultural agendas that even other actors and actresses may not be initiated in. However, I can't in good faith say that he's completely in on it and understands the depth of what a person like Klaus Schwab plans to do from Davos, Switzerland. But I will say this, the net result is the same. And this is where the profundity of Christianity really comes into clarity. When you become a Judeo-Buddhist, Scientologist, wokeist, neoliberal, you're at the behest of the cultural winds. You're an easy target to be pushed and prodded and moved around the board as a pawn. When you have a good Judeo-Christian foundation, it's much harder to manipulate and use you as a pawn. And that's my firm belief. This is Judeo-Buddhism. This is the Kabbalah, the Hollywood Kabbalah, Buddhist, woke, Scientology motif playing out in real time in front of the world. And it's a breeding ground for neurosis and psychosis and suicide and addiction and identity crisis, moral crisis, spiritual crisis, et cetera.